Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee. For those of you that are new here, definitely subscribe if you like this video. So today I want to talk about how to be high energy, how to have high levels of energy. And I feel like this is important because I'm somebody that's really passionate about being creative. I'm an artist, and I feel like everybody low key is creative. And one of the things about creativity is that basically you're channeling your energy, and you need high energy because you need to be open to like inspiration and, acting on your inspiration, taking action on it. And how can we, really create stuff if we don't have any energy? How can we really show up and be fully ourselves if we're not even addressing like the way that we're physically feeling? So here are some things that really have helped me with my energy levels. And I'm somebody that like I consider myself to be almost hyper sometimes. Like I have high levels of energy. That's why I'm always doing this, I'm doing that, I'm on this video, like I'm making a book. Like I do so many things, and without having cared for my like energy levels and obviously like my physical health, I wouldn't be able to do these things. So these things I'm going to suggest to help you have high energy too, to help you be more creative and show up more as yourself and not like the, I don't know how else to say, but like the gray version of yourself that's just like meh. When you don't have to be meh, when there are things that you can do, why not do them? So here are some things that have helped me how to be high energy. First of all, one of the things that's really helped me is learning that anxiety is basically energy that doesn't know where to go. It's just a lot of energy that doesn't know where to go. So now it's causing problems. Now it's going to make you worry. Now it's going to convince you of a problem that you don't have and make you fixate on that and overthink on that. It's really just energy that's stuck that you haven't told it where to go yet. So that's a good way to reframe anxiety. And once I started doing that, like becoming aware of that and channeling that anxiety into doing things like taking action, making a video, doing this, doing that, that was a way that I kind of transformed anxiety into like purpose, if that makes sense. So there's literally things that you can do to just tell your energy where to go. But if you're not even aware, then you can't do it. So here are some things how to be high energy. All right, let's go. First of all, look after your health. You're not going to get anywhere without looking after your health. And everybody is different, but there are things that you can do to improve how you feel physically. So I'll give examples of what I do to look after mine. For example, I'm coming onto this video after have done doing a 10-minute workout at home before I have to go to work, and I'm drinking, electrolyte water because this helps me with my energy levels. I work out and drink water and try to eat as clean as possible. I have a video about kind of the way that how I eat, what makes me feel my best, but you need to identify what kind of eating makes you feel your best. So those are simple ways that I look after my health. I work out, I eat in a way that gives me energy. Right now I'm doing high protein, carnivore-ish. I eat whole foods, try to eat at home most of the time. And these are things that help me keep my energy levels as they are. I also respect like the amount of time that I can put toward working before feeling burnt out. I don't let myself get to that point of burnout. I know what I can handle, what I can't handle, and I abide by that because I know that if I'm burnt out, if I'm highly stressed, I'm not going to show up as my full self, and I can't be high energy. I can't put that energy toward things that I want to do. So those are ways that I look after my health. What are ways that you can look after your health right now? You decide. Okay, how to be high energy. Say no more than you say yes. So, like, for example, um, and I heard about this concept from Myron Golden. I really love his channel. If you're into personal development and, creativity, business, communications, if you like things like this, he's definitely, I really like him right now. So I suggest his channel. But he has a video about saying more than yes to like get you to where you want to be. So, for example, like, I have um, a limitation I have to put on myself for how often I like go out and like not necessarily socialize. Like I love socializing, but I can't really do the nightlife thing. that often. Like I can do that once in a blue moon because that's something that drains my energy. So often I have to say no, I can't go, especially if I have a week where, and most of my weeks are like this, where I have work to do. And, that's some way that I care for my energy is I limit the nightlife in my life. That's my personal where I say no more than I say yes. Like I'm really selective about when I go out, who I go out with, what we're doing, and the environment, because your environment really affects you. And for me, that's something that I had to learn about myself. So that's basically a boundary that I had with myself where I say no more than yes. But for you, maybe it's, what you're eating. Like maybe you're saying no to going out to eat, yes to eating at home because you have fitness goals. Maybe, you have to identify the areas of your life where you will say no more than yes. But I gave you an example of where I personally have to say no more than I say yes so that I can sustain my levels of energy, my creativity, and my overall sense of well being. You identify what those are for you. All right, I allow myself to be creative. That's another way that I can cultivate high levels of energy because, and I have a video about this too, but sometimes, like, the motivation you're looking for, you're not going to find it until you actually go out and do that thing. So, for example, like, I've always wanted to, like, grow my channel and stuff, but I didn't have the motivation to like make videos to consistently show up. But once I started making the videos, once I got that momentum is keeping me here making video after video because I found that like permission within myself to give myself permission to be more creative and really like expand on the ideas, talk about the things that I'm learning, like really work on it, learn more about YouTube, learn more, just keep learning, keep growing. I gave myself that permission. I gave myself that space to be creative. And, even when it comes to small things like creating thumbnails, I gave myself permission to be creative and doing these things, making videos, making thumbnails, creating works. Like I have an ebook out now, Wisdom in Dark Paradise, for people that don't know where to start on their journaling practice. That's something that one is useful, two allowed me to be creative and channel my energy towards something. So you have to give yourself permission to be creative, and creativity gives you energy. I'm telling you, creativity gives you energy. I'm here for the artist. I'm here for that like lifestyle. And even the way you dress is the way you can be creative. The way you do your makeup is the way you can be creative. Like I'm here for that. And that's something personally that allows me to have high levels of energy. So give yourself that permission. Okay, this could be a whole video in itself, but practice life giving activities and say no to things that are draining. So you have to know yourself. This takes a reflection about what things in your life that you do actually make you feel better after, and what things do you do in your life that make you feel worse after. So, a life draining activity for me is scrolling on my phone too much. That makes me feel tired, it makes me feel distracted, it shortens my attention span, and most of the time, it's a waste of time. I could be using that time towards something else. Not to say that there's not a place and time for that kind of, entertaining yourself, but if you're not where you want to be in life, honey, put down that phone and do something to get you closer to where you want to be, because, your life takes intentionality. Don't be wasting that time doing pointless things. So, for me, that's a life draining activity. What's a life giving activity? Making stuff. That's why I'm always here on YouTube. I'm always working on some kind of project. I just finished a program, 30 Days of Empress Energy, my 30-day program to raise your self esteem. Read more about it in the description below, where I feel like after taking that, it's going to improve the quality of other people's lives through upgrading their mentality. So, one, it's fulfilling, and two, it allowed me to be creative and really put all of these things into one place. And even learning the platform that I created the program on was fun. It's all about having that growth mindset. So, practicing life giving activities and putting a boundary on yourself to not go toward the life draining activities. So I gave you two examples for me, but you decide what it is for you and put more energy toward the life giving activities in your life, whatever you decide that is for you. Okay. Um, Looking good is good for your mental health. So I feel like that's a way to have high energy because when you look good, you feel good, you show up more authentically, you have more confidence, you're more likely to say yes and be open and have an open heart when you feel good about yourself. So I feel like there is a place for grooming and caring for your appearance without, I'll say this disclaimer, becoming obsessed. Like that will drain you. Being too obsessed with how you look will drain your energy. But caring for how you look, putting time into your appearance to feel confident, to feel good, in a healthy way is life giving. Okay. Surround yourself with like-minded people because nothing is more draining than trying to like explain yourself over and over and over again. Some people just won't understand you and that's okay. But if you want to maintain high levels of energy, you need to like surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you, positive influences in your life, people that have similar goals, similar mindsets, and this is going to give you that momentum to keep going forward. It's going to give you that motivation. If you're around people that are on a completely different vibe than you and you feel like you're showing up this way and they're showing up that way and you're always constantly trying to like navigate that, it's like a matrix. Like sometimes you really need to just make it easier for yourself, put your life positivity and upward flow on automatic and surround yourself with positive influences and like-minded people, whether that's people that have the same spiritual beliefs as you, same religious beliefs as you, have the same hobbies as you, have the same interest as you in general, where it doesn't feel like you're forcing a conversation. You both are just naturally into that topic. That's what it's about. Surround yourself with like-minded people. I personally understand that sometimes we're limited with the people that we have access to, physically. Like, we're trying to make friends, we're trying to cultivate that sense of community. Guess what? That's where you join a group, you find a community and you join it, and then you meet people in there. There's always a way. Excuses are excuses. Like, there is a way to surround yourself with like-minded people. You find a way to do that. Even sometimes you have to do it online and then it carries over into real life, maybe. But surrounding yourself with like-minded people is definitely how to be a high energy. I'm sorry if the audio is in and out because sometimes I get animated and I move my hands and I realize that that affects the sound. So I'm sorry about that. But lastly, I'll say how to be high energy is to put your spirituality first. Don't put your spirituality last. Don't put your relationship with God last, okay? Make room for that. Have intentionality behind your spirituality and make that a priority because personally, I believe everything is spiritual and it takes um, fostering your relationship with God, and that's my personal belief, okay? So I feel like putting your spirituality first is how to have high energy because everything has to be aligned, your spirit, your mind, and your body, in order to have high levels of energy and be what some people refer to as aligned. They all have to be in sync. And if one of them is out of sync, you're going to feel like you don't have a lot of energy because your energy, in a way, is leaking. So I think it starts with putting your spirituality first. I really do. And that could be a whole different video. So yeah, these are my quick ways how to be high energy. How to be high energy. Let me know what you think, what you do to keep yourself in that high vibrational state. And yeah, I love videos like this, so I decided to make one. And if you're curious, I have a program out now called 30 Days of Empress Energy for people that want to just go that extra mile in upgrading their mentality. I created a 30-day program with audio transmissions from me. Learn more about it in the description below. It's definitely going to be a game changer, and it's a one-stop shop for upgrading your mentality. Putting your inner work on turbo speed is what I like to say. And if you're new to journaling and you want to know where to start, definitely check out Wisdom in Dark Paradise, my journal practice. That's a 5-day journaling practice and perfect for people who are trying to begin their inner work through journaling. And I'm going to announce it. Why not? I'm doing a new program, a journaling workshop. It's going to be a year, and every month it's going to be a different journaling prompt. It's going to be a membership community. I'm working on that, but why not just mention it in this video? Definitely keep a lookout for that offer coming soon. Every month is going to be a new theme. We're going to do live journaling together. And every month you'll also get a surprise training, a surprise masterclass. And this is going to be another way that we can create a community as well. Because personally, I love journaling. I love writing. That's literally what I do. So I feel like this is going to be cool. I have no other way to say it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. And again, thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate all the feedback. And just the same way that these videos help you, they also help me. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.